First off, I'm southeast, so I kind of get lumped into East Coast, even though, you know, I'm like 1,500 miles away from from New York City, or something like that. But all right, here we are, the rematch: Londo Leo versus Haumaikro. So the thing to note, this was a very close set in winners finals. It ended up being 3-1. How did he die there? He had such a dominant lead in that stock, and who knows, like, disaster. Yeah, this little trap is so devastating. I'm not actually sure what the best way for Slugger to get around that is. It might... Something I've not seen them do is double jump for the ledge and do an air focus. That's something that, like, I've seen a lot of the East Coast players do, but that might be one of the main options for getting through that little trap situation. I'm not sure. I'd have to test it, but that feels like it would get through this. Although it seems that just straight jumping over it also works. But yeah, the context for this, their first set was very, very close. It ended up being Londo taking it out 3-1, but it also felt like pretty much every game was within his grasp to back throw kill. Such a high percent. Yep, there it is. That's, was that the ball spawn into, what? Okay, was that like 4 up tilts in a row? Just like, oh no. I thought that was... I guess he wouldn't have died, he was 24%, but that would have been, that just felt very visceral. Yeah, so you're kind of seeing the difference between this game and the last one, is it really does feel like Londo is like trying to stay on top of him as much as possible. It's doing also a very good job of avoiding all of the art setups. Just, you know, like there's so much around, but he's able to lead kind of in and out. Plus, you know, very good use of the block mechanics on all sides, really. Wow, that was so weird! Oh, he did it! He actually did it! I was so hoping he would. No! Oh, wow. Nice avoidance. What? What happened to my game? Alright, 1 stock to 3. Londo Leo, the man who cannot die, dies. Immediately. Oh, he could have gotten another fair. So many up tilts. It is so satisfying to do, because you're just running up tilt, because there's no dash attack. Wow. An unfortunate trade, but that is the matchup. Sometimes you just get up smashed. Sometimes you just die. Londo Leo takes game 1. Stay hydrated. The defensive mechanic, it's focus attack. It's like a combination of focus attack and Street Fighter 4 and you know, the shield mechanics in Smash Brothers. That's the basics of it. You can also do it in the air. You can air grab as well. You can also cancel it in much the same ways that, wow, he lived. That you can cancel out of shields. Definitely seeing some love for Leo. He's honestly been a huge part of the community for such a long time that it does feel good to see him in the grand finals. Although my heart when I see artists struggling in this matchup is definitely definitely struggles. Wow, actually that forward tilt was really smart. The tree, that was so good. The thing that I think sets Haumaikro apart from other artists, or at least myself, is that he really plays the zoning game as a mix-up game, it feels like. So like there's kind of the obvious thing of, oh wow, they could be hit by the shark or the tree or the sun or whatever it is. I guess those are the opposites. It's like, oh, he'll think one step ahead and be like, well, I know that they're going to want to avoid this, or they're going to think like, oh, this is my chance. If I avoid it, I can rush in, and I can get an attack. So he sets up these kind of mix-up scenarios. It's not like he never activates them either. It's just like he's very good at mixing up and keeping you guessing as to, I don't know, is he going to release it, or is he going to attack? I've been really impressed. Actually, that was an incredibly good up air. I would have gone for an up smash and it wouldn't have killed him. But yeah, no, because if he misjudged that spacing at all, and granted it is a fairly large move, but if he had misjudged that spacing at all, or the timing, then is he dead? He is. Wow. This is actually Haumaikro's stage. He's been doing very well every time he's been on this stage. It's been very dominant. Is he dead? He might be dead. Oh. Barely lives. I'm not sure if maybe a down tilt would have been able to do it. I'm not sure. Ooh, that was a cool interaction. He actually got saved by the ball. He got hit by the fair, but the ball ended up hitting him afterwards. I don't even know how that's possible. That's crazy. Normally it's... Wow, is it? Yeah, no, actually that would be how it works, but normally you would just die anyway. Well, alright, that was a pretty dominant game too. So we'll see. I'm guessing they're going to the rooftops next. Yeah, that's what they got selected. They had talked about this beforehand, wanting to tour the world. Yeah, there is legend vulnerability. It's not quite the same like Galint type stuff as Melee and Project M, especially Melee, but your options from the ledge are already pretty strong, even without like, perfect ledge dash type stuff. Is he okay? Yeah, he is. Okay. Alright, so it is super dead even. I don't know on this stage. I think this is probably the most even stage in the matchup, just because the ceiling is higher, so you're more likely to survive getting Slugger up smashed. And meanwhile, as the artist, or like the trade-off is that the artist, like, it's going to have a little bit of a harder time controlling space because the stage it's just larger. So Slugger has more options for moving around all the paintings and stuff. That'd be my guess, is that if I wonder why that's happening. It's so strange. What's happening is the artist is doing a get-up attack, and I guess because, wow, nice tree. It was good. Great placement, great awareness. Wow! Okay, maybe this is not an even stage. I killed so early. He was at like 60% when he got hit. That move is getting nerfed. That move is getting so nerfed. What in the world? That move is a terror. But to be honest, I kind of do like moves that are like terrifying like that. As long as it's kind of balanced out by, there being other flaws with the character, or just whatever it is. It's kind of fun. Like, I don't know. I come from Melee is probably the platform fighter I've played the most, but I've also played, you know, games like Dota and Guilty Gear where when something is strong, it is devastatingly strong. But it's also like you can balance around that. So I don't know. I think it's fun. Project M is another game that's that same philosophy. Anyway, so yeah, it's looking like because of that really early kill, Londo is kind of just steadily maintained his lead. That breaks my heart every time I see it. As an artist main, every time I see an artist get up smashed by the Slugger, I'm like, oh, this matchup is sad. But I mean, I really would like to see. Wow, nice. That was really clean. Yeah, model. I'm gonna nerf them both and buff them both in cool ways. It's just gonna be a different feeling. I have a lot of cool ideas. Don't die for this. Okay. Phew. I have a lot of cool ideas for ways to change the game up. Not so that it's like dramatically different, but ooh, almost. Oh wow, that did probably a lot of damage because it hit the tree and the down throw. I would have to look at the replay again, but it seemed like something that did a lot of damage. Wow, living. So this is kind of the ideal situation for artists with everything set up. That Slugger at a high %, he has to go through the obstacle course. Who almost gets that tech chase? Wow, actually challenged that and got through it. This could be a GIMP situation, and he could... Nice DI, he's living. He's not out of this, but he keeps focusing at the edge, and Londo Leo is just waiting it out, letting him whiff the focus attack. Not punishing too hard, but in the end, stays safe, keeps the pressure up, takes game 3, so he's up 2-1 now. Londo on winner's side. Haumaikro on loser's side. Whew. Well, they've made the run, so we'll see where Haumaikro wants to play. I would guess the hot air balloon stage has been so dominant on this stage. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, it's Micro's stage pick. Yeah, so, yeah. Because he just lost the last game, so the way the rules work is that he gets to counterpick the stage, and if he also wanted, could counterpick the character. But, yep, for now, it's, we'll see if he can be as dominant on this stage as he has been for the rest of the tournament up to this point that got him to this far. Not to say he hasn't been dominant on other stages, but it really just seems like he's very comfortable on this stage. He's got the strong kill confirm off of down throw. Oh, serious? He actually tech chased that with the tree that was on the other side of the stage. This guy's a true artist main. Oh wow, I'm still reeling. That was so sick. Somebody please, that was so sick. That's a Reddit combo. Lost my mind for a second. Oh, but meanwhile, Londo's saying, yeah, alright. I don't care. I'm here to win. Here to take my money, go home. Actually, he's already home. Here to take my money and not go anywhere. Probably play more Slayers after this. Maybe go to bed. I have to say, the forward air as a tech chase and as a combo move feels really cool to watch. That is actually so awesome to see that that focus trap setup with all of those different those art pieces. Londo again though doesn't care. he's gonna kill you. He's gonna get through it all, and he's gonna slam you. He's actually playing just really solid. It's so okay. To be fair, I have been focusing mostly on the artist because I feel like I learn a lot when I watch these artist players. But whew. In all fairness, I mean, Londo is kind of crushing it. Wow, that combo was pretty slick. Pops instead of edge guarding to set up a bunch of traps, which Londo does get back for. Please, I was like, if he dies from this, I was gonna cry. Oh man, what was I thinking? Why did I make that move so strong? Oh, the turnaround into the back air. That was really nice. Wow. Okay. He's pulled it back. I think this might be the first lead he's had in this game, other than that one really strong combo. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I think it's been pretty back and forth. Thanks, Joe. Oh. Just barely didn't connect that. Alright, nice little punish on. Oh no, please. Live, artist. This is the most biased commentary you're ever going to hear. Wow, that actually clanked. That's kind of wild. Okay. Londo makes it back. It was honestly a pretty deadly situation. Still has the sun out. This could actually, like, the artist is so set up right now. This is going to be a difficult situation, and he actually just focuses through the whole thing. That is, I mean, it's a very strong defensive mechanic. It's the only real defensive mechanic in the game, so we wanted to make it strong. I did. But yeah, I mean, he used it to the simplicity, the perfection of simplicity, right? That's it. EU bracket is over. Londo Leo takes it. He is your #1 EU champion. You know, I was thinking we might have a follow-up Thug Finals, Worldwide Thug Finals, where we have the champions of EU, West Coast, and East Coast all duke it out. Because, you know, it wouldn't be for anything other than pride, but maybe for the world champion title. But yeah, congratulations, Londo Leo, the very best in the EU